Hello people, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. I hope you are well. I want you to listen to this little saying and see what we can learn together. It reads as follows. The pain will leave once it has finished teaching you. So, it nearly seems to me that life has its built-in teacher. And that teacher is referred to as pain. Now I would want to suggest to you that pain is not the only teacher. I would suggest to you that discomfort, unpleasantness, not quite as severe as pain, they will also teach you things. But consider the following. When things are going fantastic and it's wonderful, that too, should you listen, will also teach you a lesson. It just depends on what you listen out for and where your heart and your mind is at that particular point in time. But let's get back to this little saying here that the pain will go when you have learned your lesson. Class over, basically. Consider watching Nanny McPhee. There's this story where the nanny goes to a chaotic house and she has a particular look about her. And while she understands who she is, she understands her role, she understands her purpose, she's not persuaded by the unruliness of the misbehaved, undisciplined kids. And then there's this process of change that takes place, both in the behavior of the children, but also the physical effect on the nanny. And when the job's done, she leaves. And it's ironic that the kids who hated her initially now has a different experience towards and a different attitude towards the nanny. And my friend, pain, discomfort, unpleasantness, those labels and others also have the same effect on you and I. You see, I've said before that when things are going too well, you kind of lose touch with reality. However, when your life is so bad, that is always negative, that you don't appreciate the lighter times in life. There needs to be a balance. What I found is, when you become a little bit ignorant of the blessings that you experience in life, when you become so laxy-daisy in your attitude towards life, the universe has this wonderful school that takes you through a process where you're being squeezed. It is as if you are a piece of wood that goes to the lumber yard and the carpenter puts you on a lathe and he gets his chisel out and he starts knocking the corners off you in order to reshape you for a particular purpose. Now, I happened to speak to Lara about this just the other day. When things go hard and it's difficult and it feels like you are swimming in cement, that somehow something happens that refocuses your attention, refocuses your purpose, it refocuses you to try and understand that life isn't always sunshine and roses. Consider, sunshine might give you burn and roses have thorns. So life is, in many ways, sunshine and roses. It's a fact. Now, back to the story. So when we kind of experience this pain, and we come through at the other end, regardless of what pain or discomfort you might experience. My friend, I have said before on this very channel that you yourself grow, because now all of a sudden you are forced to look deep within you to say, man, I'm struggling here, something needs to change. No, something needn't change. Something in you needs to change. We need to change as individuals in order for the circumstances beyond us to feel like it's changing. It is as simple as that, but so few people understand that truth, that the world will always be the same. The world will always experience what the world experiences. Nature, if left alone, lives in perfect harmony. It is when man gets involved and exercises his will, either positively or negatively, but when man exercises his will, that's when things go wrong. That's a fact. So whilst man does his thing, and that results in others experiencing this negative label, pain, discomfort, agony, strife, whatever. That person who experiences those negative things, once they work this thing through and they come out the other end, then they grow. It is as if these problems are catalyst to your own growth. Ironic. So what I want to say to you today is quite an encouragement. When you're going through a tough time, hang in there. Every thunderstorm runs out of rain at some point. Things has to change at some point. So hang in there. Dig deep. Get friends and family around you, for those who have an invested interest in you as an individual. Sometimes we need others to hold our hand and carry us through. Sometimes when we're walking in these dark paths and our hands are hurting because of fighting all along, and your friend comes alongside you, they might be the one that has to hold the torch for you to see where you are walking. This is the value of good, honorable friends. But I want to tell you today, the minute you give up is the minute you lose. When you are down that final stretch and you've only got 1 or 2 hurdles to go, so many athletes pack it in because they haven't got the endurance just to climb over those next few hurdles. It is the longest 50 yards ever, or the longest 100 yards ever. But that is when we need to dig the deepest. So whilst you hang in there, I want to suggest that you find something that will hold your chin up. Focus on what you are becoming and how you are changing on the inside. And hopefully that will motivate you to keep on going, and keep on going. That's all I want to say to you today. Keep going. Pain will heal at some time. At some point in time, it has to stop. I hope you found this video encouraging. If it has, please let us know. Please do all the YouTube admin, the old thumbs up, the share, the subscribe, the comments. Please tell all your friends and family. When you hit the bell, pick all. For now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks. I'll speak to you soon.